Do you want to start with the skill level?
Well, I don't think it's a 1 because
Okay.
demonstration of tools and materials lacks purpose. I'm assuming by looking at not assuming, I can tell by looking at this, it is intentional. The bird up in the right-hand corner, the way these materials are used, and the grouping here of the emphasis and the frame around it is actually an intentional process.
Are you all agreeing that it's not a 1?
Right.
Right.
Okay. Anybody want to say it is or it is not a 4?
It is not
Not
a
a
4.
4.
It's not a 4. Okay, then we're down to it's either technically accurate or it's inconsistent and mechanical.
I wouldn't call it technically accurate,
I wouldn't either.
but it doesn't seem mechanical to me either. I would probably give it like a 2+.
I think I would be more comfortable looking at this if there was some kind of statement with it where he could talk about which things he had done intentionally.
I was wondering if there's a difference between intentional and intuitive, and how do you start to measure that? Because there's, like when you say about looking at your rubric and saying, well, they chose 3 colors, they chose this, and you can trace back the rubric, but what about those things that come from kind of that, I don't know, that artistic vision?
Is there an artistic idea behind these particular pieces of work?
There's like a new palette developing. Is that multi-layered? I don't think so.
No, maybe be a 3 for proficient to complete artistic idea. But,
With the relationship coming through
yeah.
of the pieces,
Yeah.
because it kind of looks like a series, actually, the 3 of them anyways.
And I'm going to tell you right
Intent
now.
and being expressive is completely different than technical skill, and that's why having 1 at a 4 and 1 at a 3, you know, because the skill can be down here at a 2, but the intent and the expressiveness could be at a 4.
See, my assumption was that for them to be a 4, they have to complete 1, 2, and 3 to be able to move on to that. So it should have technical skill up with the 4.
I think about the things that I teach my kids about art and how art can be very emotional and move you and make you feel things and make you uncomfortable, and or it can be exactly opposite that, and it's like, oh, well, I know which one of these is the easiest for me to look at and love and digest and want to put into a frame, but I also know which one makes me the most uncomfortable and want to shift around in my seat a little bit and, you know, things like that. And so because it's evoking emotion, it's also a successful piece of artwork to me.
No perfect rubric is going to make the discussion less painful. No perfect benchmarks are going to make the discussion less painful. The discussion is the work. Okay, so you worked very well, and it worked. I mean, in terms of having the discussion.
It's exhausting.
It is
It is
really
exhausting.